Hello guys, and welcome to another episode of the Unexplored Mojave. Today we're going to go to Deathclaw Promontory. This is an unmarked location in New Vegas. Kind of a special location because it's the only area east of the Colorado that is accessible. Anyways, you have to make your way down the cliff here, which is a little bit tricky. And then you have to swim across the river to get to the other side. So as I said, this area is east of the Colorado. The only other places are Caesar's Legion. And the reason this place is special is because it's often said to be the hardest place in the game. And as the name might suggest, Deathclaw Promontory, this place is inhabited by about 36 Deathclaws, making it arguably the most difficult place in any Fallout game. So if you come here, you want to make sure you are very well armed. However, the reward for getting through all the Deathclaws is quite good. You can get the Remnant's power armor. It's the only other way in the game to get it without completing the Arcade Ganon questline. So, as you can see, I brought some mini nukes to help fight my way through these Deathclaws. So yeah, this place was much harder than I anticipated, and you have to be fucking kidding me. After all of that, I forgot to save. So a quick trip to the gun runners, buy some more ammunition, some more mini nukes, and then heading back, going down the cliff, going across the river, and we are back at the Deathclaw Promontory. I used the same tactic as before, using mini nukes on the first few waves of the Deathclaws because they're kind of bunched up together. But I almost killed myself a couple of times. But I think this tactic proved to be the most effective at getting rid of the Deathclaws. They come, fire some mini nukes, but this one survived and almost killed me and pushed me into the water. Now, little did I know though, this Deathclaw was actually quite special. You see, this turned out to be the legendary Deathclaw Jesus. He can not only walk on top of water, but he can walk underneath water. After chasing Deathclaw Jesus out of the water, I was finally able to get him into a position where me and Eddie could kill him. Upon swimming across the Colorado River once again, we found that Deathclaw Jesus had been resurrected. And again, he tried to run into the water. However, this time, I chose to ignore him, I ran up the cliff, and I continued my reign of terror on some Deathclaws. But not before plopping a save, just in case the worst would happen. And as fate would have it, I would soon encounter the biggest, most dangerous enemy in the game itself. Since Deathclaw Promontory is kind of out of the way, it's one of the least polished areas in the game. I had so many bugs while I was here, and that's saying a lot for Fallout New Vegas. Anyways, after a reload, I was able to continue my rampage on the Deathclaws. After finishing up this group, I noticed there was a severe lack of Deathclaws. It seemed like there was a lot less than the previous time I was here. So I was walking around, and once again, the biggest enemy, the game itself.
All of this just works. It just works.
Upon relaunching the game after the freeze, I noticed there were a ton more Deathclaws right next to me, even though these Deathclaws were absent before the game froze. And, well, they screwed me up. Thankfully though, the next time the game was much more generous, and the mother Deathclaw got stuck on a rock, and Eddie came over to assist me in killing these Deathclaws. I found the anti-material rifle with explosive bullets to be an indispensable weapon against the Deathclaws. Sometimes the mini nuke is just too big of an explosion to use effectively, so the anti-material rifle is good for taking them out at a closer range and being more precise with your shots. After killing those Deathclaws, we head over to the dead prospectors. We have 2 dead prospectors who are probably looking for a mining area. On their dead corpse is the Remnant's power armor, along with some T-51 on the other corpse. After looting the prospectors, we got ambushed by some more Deathclaws. Me and Eddie were able to take care of them, no problem. Then I decided to kill the resurrected Deathclaw Jesus. And there you have it, Deathclaw Promontory. What might be the most difficult location in the entire Fallout franchise. It's one of my favorite areas because it's difficult, it feels so out of place being on the eastern part of the Colorado River, and it's unmarked. It just feels so hidden and out of touch from the rest of the game. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time.